Well, does government inaction on climate change violate human rights? That was the question that the European Court of Human Rights addressed in Strasbourg, France. It ruled that the Swiss government had violated the right to life, home and correspondence of elderly women by not doing enough to limit climate change. The women had argued that they face the risk of dying in heat waves. Here's more.
17 judges of the European Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg, France, ruled on Tuesday that the Swiss government had violated Article 8 of the European Human Rights Convention. Article 8 protects a person's right to respect for private life, family life, home and correspondence.
The Court holds that under Article 8, states have a duty to adopt and to effectively apply in practice regulations and measures capable of mitigating the existing and potentially irreversible future effects of climate change.
The judgment was 16-1 in favour of a group of 2,000 elderly Swiss women who had urged the court to get their government to cut carbon dioxide emissions much faster than planned. They pleaded that Bern's woefully inadequate efforts to fight global warming had put them at a risk of dying during heat waves.
In the present case, the court finds that there were some critical lacunae in the Swiss authorities' process of putting in place the relevant domestic regulatory framework. This included a failure to quantify, through a carbon budget or otherwise, national greenhouse gas emissions limitations.
The women walked out of the court triumphant and giving climate activists something to cheer about.
I am so shocked, positively shocked, so happy, because we could do something. We could do something. We could contribute to the future, to a better future for our children.
The court's ruling has provided an opening for further climate litigation. This is despite the same court rejecting two other similar suits before it.
It is an important judgment, perhaps a historic judgment, that will probably attract the attention of many countries outside Switzerland. So I guess the message that has been sent by the court is also of relevance to all these countries.
6 Portuguese youngsters sued 32 European countries for allegedly failing to avert catastrophic climate change that they say threatens their right to life. They too asked for governments to drastically cut emissions. The third case, by a former French mayor, challenged France's refusal to take more ambitious climate measures. The court threw these cases out because the litigants were not directly linked to the cause they were pleading, unlike the case of the Swiss women. The Portuguese youth, however, believed it was a good day for climate action. The cases that went before the 17 judges in Strasbourg, France, joined a growing trend of climate lawsuits across the world, resting on human rights law. India's Supreme Court, in a judgment dated March 21, recognized a right to be free from the adverse effects of climate change as a distinct right. It said Articles 14, equality before law, and Article 21, a right to life and personal liberty of the Indian Constitution, were the sources of this right. Bureau Report, DD India.